Okay, I don't want to put this too close. Okay, I have a loud voice. Is everybody hear?
Yeah.
And raise your hand if you're home watching on Zoom and you can't hear. I don't think you can. Good. I'll just talk for a minute. First, I want to also convey best wishes from a councilman who I happen to know. His name is Eric Goodwitz. He's getting back from Israel today. So he had a trip. He led a trip of a delegation from the city council. So I don't know that he'll get here. I don't know what time he's playing actually. Anyway, so everything changed. So first of all, it's really great to see so many of you here. We haven't seen so many people in one place here for a long time. It takes a little getting used to. Everything keeps changing. I'm just getting used to the Metro card. Yeah. We have, for those of us who drive, they also have a parking app, and we just, I don't know, set up some accounting, and you connect it to your credit card, so you put money in, and then it takes money out of the credit card when you've used it up. I assume that's hopefully how this will work. But what the MTA is doing is really very good. It's going to make things a lot simpler, and presumably everybody here will get their discounts. And by making things simple, things are more efficient. So, but it's a matter of getting used to new things. And as a person who still refers to the subway tokens, I was just saying, we had a meeting yesterday, and they were talking about the MTA, and they were talking about what the fare is going to be. And I'm mentioning, you know, I can remember, and I'm sure, I guess everybody here can remember. I remember when the subway token went from 15 cents to 20 cents, and they had that strike back in when Lindsay first became mayor. But things changed quickly, and the subway token doesn't even track the price of a slice of pizza as much anymore. But this is what they're going to do to replace this is really a major step forward. But we just all have to make sure we understand how to deal with it. So I want to thank you all for being here, and to the future, to the car. I don't know how it's going to work. They're going to tell you, but it's really very good. And I think as we move into newer technologies, there are tremendous benefits to all of us. So enjoy the show. Who gets the mic? Thank you.
Okay, guys. So here's how we're gonna roll today. All right. So we're gonna have the wonderful OMNY presentation. At the end of it, if you are online, please be putting questions in chat, and we will answer those questions. Then we're gonna go into the audience and answer any questions you have, and then we're gonna go back to the Zoom and see if anyone has any other questions. So if people can hold their questions until the end of the presentation. The presentation itself is short. I think there are a lot of questions, and so the Q&A session may be the one that's longer. So just give these guys a chance to do their entire presentation. So we are going to get ourselves set up for that. We are going to test. Selena, we are going to test when these guys speak. If you cannot hear, you need to let us know by just like putting your thumb down. Okay?
Absolutely. No problem.
We're just trying to see if they can initially hear. Everybody wants to help. Okay. So can each one of you just speak, and we can see if both the audience can hear you and they can hear you online.
Yeah, can everyone hear me okay?
Yeah. Take your mask down. I think for this, it's okay if you take your mask down.
Everybody's okay with it? And can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay, so turn Selena on.
Okay, I see the thumbs up. That's good.
Great.
Keep it loud.
You ready to go then? Yeah.
It's all you.
So hello everyone. It's really nice to see you all. My name is Megan Molina, and I'm from Transit Government and Government Relations.
Can't hear you. You gotta get into that mic when you talk.
Is this better?
Yeah.
Maybe I have to hold it.
Just hold the mic.
Yeah.
All right. So my name is Megan. I'm from New York City Transit Government Relations team. I'm here with my colleague Nick Burleson to my left, and my colleague.
Yeah, we can use the real mic. Oh, it's not gonna.
I would just use this like this,
Okay.
and then we'll follow you that way.
How about now? Let's go. Okay, great. So we, first of all, I just want to say thank you to Assemblyman Jeff Dinowitz for coming by and kicking us off. I want to say thank you to the Riverdale Senior Services, Margie Maritza, for hosting us. We're really excited to be here today to talk to you all about reduced fare Omni. So let's kick this off.
Nope.
Somebody just
I'll
just click it.
We've had a couple technical difficulties today, so bear with us.
There we go.
But we're gonna get into the meat. So before we talk about reduced fare Omni and being able to switch over, we're going to talk to you about what Omni is. And Omni is the MTA's new fare payment system, which is short for One Metro New York. And it is available at all of our subway stations, and all of our buses have Omni readers. And the same free transfer rules that apply to the Metro card also apply to Omni, but customers must use the same payment system for each leg of the trip in order to get a free transfer. Eventually, Omni will replace our legacy fare payment systems, and it's including the Metro card and e-tickets that are used on commuter rail. So for our timeline in 2019, we started our rollout with Omni launching on subways and buses, and that phase has been completed. So customers can now tap and go on all subways and buses. From 2020 to 2022, we enhanced our digital experience, which allows customers to sign up for a free account where they can access their benefits, such as card management and viewing their trip history. And these are details that we'll speak to more about later in the presentation. And starting this year, we have been working to expand our fare options, which includes the reason why we're here today, which is reduced fare Omni. So being able to keep your reduced fare benefit, so you're paying half fare to get on subways and buses, but instead of using a card to swipe, you're going to be using a device or a contactless card to tap and go. In 2024, we expect to have our rollout completed.
I have to wait. I can't see the screen. Sorry.
Okay, 1 second. We have a technical difficulty
Sorry, the
here.
people online are not seeing.
Our
this.
friends on Zoom can't see the screen.
Yeah, sorry.
Shares.
Oh gosh.
I put that program on my phone.
They're fixing this.
Where's
the
I know.
Bottom right.
I know. Gosh. Just going to.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
He's popping up with perfect. And just.
Good.
Okay, so how does Omni work? So as I mentioned, it is our new fare payment system. It allows you to use a couple of options to be able to tap and go. The first is using a contactless debit or credit card, which you can see all the way to the left, and you will know that your card is a contactless card by seeing whether or not it has that little graphic in the corner that has like the little lines coming out there. In the middle, you can set up your digital wallet on a smartphone or a smartwatch. And they also have the option to eventually, and I say eventually because it's not an option that's readily available now, but should you prefer to use a physical card and you are a reduced fare customer, eventually a card will be mailed to you. But the reason why we are here today is to be able to speak to you about Omni as a new fare payment system, to get familiar with being able to tap and go. And if those of you are actually interested in getting acquainted with it now, you can make that switch with us today, and we can show you the different ways that you'd be able to go about that. So next. So as mentioned, there are a couple of benefits of being able to use Omni. Number one, right, we spoke about it already, which is the contactless form of payment. So being able to quickly get through the turnstile by tapping your device or your contactless card on the reader that's pictured here. We have online account management, which allows you again to manage your payment, whatever card you're using to make payment or to view your trip history. There's also the feature of being able to have, eventually, like I said, when we do issue cards, of being able to have a more durable card, because the lifespan on the physical card is a lot longer than what you're used to with the current physical Metro card. And another really great feature of being able to use Omni is a program that we have called weekly fare capping, which allows customers to be able to, once you hit your 12th ride, so after that, you'll be able to ride for free after that, but it requires you to use the same form of payment. So you would have to use the same device or the same card, and it starts on a Monday. So let's say if you're traveling, getting on buses, getting on trains, Monday comes, you tap and go. Once you hit your 12th ride, after that, you ride for free, and then it resets itself again the following week. So that's a feature that's available now for Omni customers, and will also be available for reduced fare Omni customers. And it's something that you can manage and check on if you were to sign up for your online account. So these are graphics that display what our Omni readers look like, and they're designed to give customers a very quick and clear sense of whether or not the payment has been accepted. So on the left is what the Omni reader looks like, letting you know that it is operational and ready for use. Second one indicates that you have tapped successfully, whether you are at a subway turnstile or getting on the front of a bus. And on the third, again, is letting you know that you have tapped successfully. This is a picture that you would see pop up if you are getting onto the subway platform using an auto gate. And the last one will let you know that the payment has not gone through, but you will have an opportunity to tap again so that you can go through the turnstile or board the bus. So I'm going to hand it over to my colleague, Nick, who's going to talk to you more about why we're here today.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Hopefully you can hear me on Zoom. I am talking into my microphone. Let me know if you can't hear me. So why are we here today? If Omni is going through this whole rollout, what are we doing here today? I would like to see a very quick show of hands in the room. Raise your hand if you are a reduced fare customer. Okay. Now, you laughed, everybody laughed, but there were some hands that didn't go up. And that's very important because reduced fare is a great program that we run here at MTA. This went backwards. Reduced fare, if you have a card, it looks like that. It has your nice little picture there on the left-hand side, and you have the Metro card that's a white card with yellow lettering, right? Most of us have that. What is reduced fare? Reduced fare is a program that we run at MTA where anybody who is over the age of 65, or if you have a qualifying disability, you're eligible for reduced fare. And instead of paying the $2.75 current fare, you pay $1.35. So if you are not using reduced fare, please come talk to us immediately because we would like to save you some money. Okay? We're here today because reduced fare can now be put on Omni. My colleague Megan just went through the whole presentation talking about what Omni is, how it's going to be our new fare payment system, and now we can start putting other payment systems on it like reduced fare. If you want to switch to reduced fare Omni, so again, as Megan mentioned, you can put it on your phone right now. You can tap, you can take your phone, you can put reduced fare Omni on your phone, and whenever you go into a New York City subway style, whenever you go on the bus, you can just tap the screen and you can go. If you're interested in signing up for that, that's what we're here for today. If you wanted to do this at home, so this is particularly important for our friends on Zoom, you would go to omni.info, and this is the screen that you would see. This takes you to our Omni website. In the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, you'll see a little box that says Digital Assistant. And that's what we're going to walk through today. When you open the Digital Assistant, you'll see this screen right here on the left. It's a little chat box that asks you it says, how can I help you today? And you'll notice that the first option at the top of the screen is switch from reduced fare Metro card to Omni. You would click that button. It will ask you to set up an Omni account. It will ask you how you want to pay, what kind of payment system you want to set up, what credit card, whatever you want to use. And then it will ask you for your reduced fare identification card, and it will merge everything together. This is, again, it's screen reader accessible. It's a streamlined process that only takes a few minutes. And we have a call center. So if you're really excited about doing this and you're having any technical difficulties, you can call our call center and somebody would be happy to walk you through this. Okay, now I'm going to play a quick video that's just going to summarize everything that we talked about today.
We've got big news for reduced fare. Now you can sign up to tap for your subway and bus rides with reduced fare Omni. If you currently have a reduced fare Metro card, you can link it to your own contactless credit or bank card, smartphone, or wearable. Then just tap to pay half fare and get free transfers on subways and MTA buses. Using your own card or
there you go.
You know what, can you go
device means you never
We'll
need
start
to
it over.
value
We'll
or
start it
carry
over.
an extra card. And you can track your trips and payments. We've got big news for reduced fare riders. Now you can sign up to tap for your subway and bus rides with reduced fare Omni. If you currently have a reduced fare Metro card, you can link it to your own contactless credit or bank card, smartphone, or wearable. Then just tap to pay half fare and get free transfers on subways and MTA buses. Using your own card or device means you never need to load value or carry an extra card. And you can track your trips and payments online with a free, secure Omni account. If you're ready to start tapping? Here's how. First, go to omny.info and sign up for a free Omni account. Once you verify your account, look for the Digital Assistant button in the lower right corner of the screen. It works on your desktop and on mobile devices. Make sure you have your reduced fare Metro card number and the number on your credit or debit card you'll use to pay for your trips. You can either use a contactless credit or debit card or any card loaded into the digital wallet on your smartphone or watch. Once in the Digital Assistant, click Switch from Reduced Fare Metro Card to Omni. Follow the instructions to log into your Omni account and connect reduced fares to the card or device you want to tap with. When you see the success screen, you're ready to start tapping. Just remember that you can only get reduced fares using one payment method. That means if you sign up for Reduced Fare Omni with your phone, you should always tap with your phone. If you tap with anything else, like a debit card, you won't get reduced fare, even if the card and your phone are linked to the same account. And if you don't want to tap with your own device or card, reloadable reduced fare Omni cards will be available in 2023. Need further assistance? Call the Omni call center from 8 to 5 or send a request anytime at omny.info. That's everything you need to know to tap and go with reduced fare Omni. Thanks for riding with us.
Okay. So that is reduced fare Omni. We're going to leave this contact information up on the screen. If anybody is interested and wants to take this down, you can. Again, this has our website, omny.info. It also has the telephone number for the call center, which is open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And you can speak to anybody there if you have any technical questions or concerns. So with that, I just again want to say thank you to everybody giving us some of your time today. We're going to take the rest of the time to answer any questions that you may have. I assume that there will be a few questions, so we will be here for as long as you need us. When we are finished doing the general Q&A, if you are interested in signing up for Reduced Fare Omni right now, we will be in the room back over there with our computers, and we can walk you through the whole process if you want to do that. Okay, so with that, really quickly, we also have some of our colleagues from MTA who are on the Zoom call. Are you able to unmute yourself and say hello, just in case we have any questions for you?
Sure. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me in the room?
Yes.
Well, they can't hear you in the back, but I can hear you. So thank you. That's Rachel Cohen from System-Wide Accessibility, who will be able to answer a few technical questions for us if we have any. Thank you, Rachel. Really appreciate it. So with that, we're going to pass the microphone around.
Right. Okay. So what we're going to do, as we said, is first, Selena, are there any questions in the chat that you want us to know about?
Okay, there were 3 questions. One is, where's the timeline for mailing the physical Omni card to home addresses?
We don't, can you hear me?
Yes, we
can. Can you hear me?
Yes.
We don't have a specific timeline yet, but it will come in 2023. We'll come back again when there are more details to give another presentation about it.
Okay. I think there's a few more questions. Would the Omni card work the same as the Easy Pay Current Senior Reduced Fare card? The payment is deducted from my debit card now. Yes.
Correct.
Yes,
Yes.
right? Okay. So you could do that. Let's see. Where we're getting a few questions here. What is the backup if the system goes down? Good question.
That is an excellent question. Rachel, I don't know if you have an answer to that.
You know, I guess it depends by what you mean by the system, right? I mean, we have validators at every turnstile, at every subway station now, and on every bus. And as with our current fare control equipment, right, we're always monitoring those. One of the nice things about Omni is that these validators have like more real-time data and communication with our back office, so that, you know, if a single validator has issues, we can spot that earlier. And there are, you know, many on a fare line in the subways. So, you know, there's normal maintenance activity that will happen as with the MetroCard hardware today. And that's something that we keep an eye on very closely to ensure that there aren't, you know, kind of systemic issues that are on the horizon.
Okay, thank you. We're getting quite a bit of questions. Maybe I'll just ask 2 questions and then we'll turn it.
Selena.
Yes.
Selena, give us 2 more questions, and then I want to go to the audience, give them a chance to. We'll go back and forth.
Margie, you and I are on the same wavelength here. Will reloadable cards auto refill?
Correct. You can set that up on the website.
Okay. And the last one, can Omni be used with Accessoride?
Right now, you cannot use Omni with Accessoride, but as I mentioned in my section of the presentation, we're slowly implementing new fare payment systems with Omni. Accessoride is going to come in 2023. I don't have a specific timeline on that yet, but it will be next year.
Thank you.
Okay.
We'll turn it over to you, Margie.
Yep, we're going to take a few questions from the audience. Say your question. I'm going to repeat it.
Wonderful. I have actually 2 questions. We will get those cards automatically. They will come in the mail.
You will get those cards automatically. Will they come in the mail?
If you take no action, you will get it in the mail. If you are interested in using a tapping device, you can do that right now.
Okay, my second question is, I have 2 cards. I have a reduced fare card, and I have a reduced fare card, and I also have an Accessoride card. They charge differently. Accessoride card is free. The reduced fare is half fare. Can I maintain 2 Omni cards ultimately?
Rachel, correct me if I'm wrong here, but everything will eventually be on one card.
That is the goal. Yeah. I mean, you will be able to basically kind of replicate what you have today. And then when Omni's fully rolled out, we'll be working to consolidate everything. So if you have Accessoride and reduced fare, you get all those benefits on one card when the system's fully rolled out.
But I don't know, how does the bus know which I'm using?
How will the bus know which one she's using?
Your 4, so if you have, do you have the 4 free rides a day from Accessoride on bus and subway?
Yes.
Yes.
But it doesn't work on express buses.
But it doesn't work on express buses.
So where you're eligible, the free rides will charge first. And if you kind of go through that bank of 4 free rides in a day, you'll go to your reduced fare rides. But all of that complex programming is why, you know, that service isn't already out there. Like we have to, you know, we'll kind of roll out the individual programs and then work on those issues. But glad to hear you're taking so many transit rides in a day that you're.
So we may not be able to answer every question from everyone. So if we have questions that we don't get to, you can always let us know and those guys will answer it.
Yep.
Another question from here. I feel like Phil Donahue. Your question.
Sign up.
So it's not, okay, I'm going to say, if you sign up for Omni now, what happens to the balance that I have on my Metro card?
Right.
The balance will remain, so you can either use it up or you can opt for a refund on that card. Once you switch over to reduced fare Omni, it does not automatically terminate the physical reduced fare Metro card that you have.
Does it?
No, it does not.
It does not.
So it will be a refund.
You would have to request the refund, or you can use up the balance.
You can request the refund or use up the balance. Is that the answer to your question?
Yeah, and once you sign up for, like if you sign up for your credit card, if you sign up to use your credit card, can you also use your phone or can you only use it one way at a time?
You can only use one device for reduced fare. So that was mentioned. I think, can everybody mute themselves? We're getting some feedback here, sorry. So again, in the presentation, it mentioned, if you have reduced fare Omni on your phone, you must always use your phone as a payment.
Okay, you raised your hand about 11 times.
For people that come from out of town, how do they get an Omni?
If you're from out of town, how do I get an Omni card?
Do you want to answer that?
So you're talking about full fare?
Like a regular card, yeah.
Yes. So
40 million of them.
Okay, got it. Visitors come to New York. Didn't get to you, but not yet. Go ahead.
So Omni, like mentioned, is already out there on subways and buses. If you want to buy an Omni card, you can do so at retail locations. There's our website, omny.info, where you can go to, and you can look up which stores are selling Omni cards that you can buy and use it. If you don't want to use a physical card, it's the same concept of tap and go, using a contactless card or a device. So anyone who comes in out of town can set up a card that they have in a digital wallet, or just use their contactless debit or credit card and tap and go, and that would be full fare.
So where's a retail place? In the subway station? And
what's the retail place? Is there a place you can be able to go to your train store?
Places like pharmacy, like 7-Elevens, I believe is an option.
CVS.
Yeah.
If you go to the website, you can see all of the locations.
Okay, we're gonna go on to another question. The other thing I just want to remind people about, I see a lot of hands, like I get it, is that this is all being recorded. So it's gonna be up on our YouTube site and everyone will be able to see the entire presentation and the questions and all of that. I'm gonna take 2 more questions from the audience. Selena, I'm giving you a heads up and then we're gonna go to Selena. Let me pick. You will raise your hand a bunch of times and then I'll pick you.
Yes.
So okay, if I have a Metro card and I do nothing, will I get the new card automatically in the mail? And the answer is, if
you are a reduced fare customer, yes. If you pay the regular fare, no.
Okay, good.
Next year.
All right, and there's oh, it's gonna be bad. Briefly say that they're on express buses. Could you clarify the express buses and how the Omni fits into reduced fare there? Okay, well, the Omni card works with reduced fare buses. Express buses. Express buses. I'm sorry, express buses. Do we have the answer to that, or do we need to get back to people?
Yeah, Rachel, do you know the answer to that about the express buses?
Yeah, I think if I'm hearing it right, the answer is that nothing is changing about the fare structure. So if you get reduced fare, you get reduced fare on Express Bus today at certain times, the same will be true in Omni. So if you switch to Omni and you ride the Express Bus, outside of rush hour, you could still get reduced fare. But again, the policy and the amount of the fare is the same, whether you're using MetroCard or Omni, as long as Nick said, you're in the reduced fare program.
So just to repeat that for anybody in the back who didn't hear, the payment system will remain the same. So you would still be able to, you would tap Omni on the Express Bus and it would work the same way as if you used your reduced fare MetroCard right now during the peak hours.
You had a question, now we're gonna go to the next one.
Oh, so if you want to use up the money on your spare card, don't apply for the Omni, right?
So if you want to use up the money on your Metro card, don't use the Omni yet.
No, you can spend down the amount that you have on that card, or you can request a refund from the MTA at any point. Yeah.
Okay. And how do you request a refund?
You can do it online, or if anybody has that issue, you could go to the senior center and we could coordinate that. Okay. However, whatever works best for the individual.
What is your question?
Yeah,
if you're just getting a card and it's not hooked up to a credit card or debit card or anything, can you put money on it on subway stations? Are you still going to have the MTA buses that come to certain locations occasionally? How do we put cash on it?
That's a really important question that we got from a lot of people is, I don't have a credit card, I don't have a debit card, or I don't want to use them for this. How am I going to put money on this card?
When you have an Omni card, if you're using the card, so that means you don't have it attached to a phone, you don't have it attached to a credit card, it's just a card, you can put cash on it. You can put cash on it at the pharmacies like we were talking about earlier. We're still going to have the Metro card van as you suggested. You'll be able to do it at subway stations. You'll be able to fill it with cash the same way that you did your Metro card.
Well, will you have automatic the way we have automatically fill?
Yes. You can set that up, yeah.
So you can have it automatically filled with a Metro card. Selena, a couple of questions on your end.
We could have quite a bit, of course.
I know, here's the other thing. The other thing I'm going to say is we have to be real here. We're not going to get to everybody's questions. Right. So if you have questions that we don't get to, I will be here. Maritza's here. Let us know what these guys are staying here. You can come over and individually ask your questions. So we're going to do about another 15 minutes of questions, and then we have to kind of move on. Selena, 2 questions from your end.
Okay. Some are similar. What happens when you get a new phone or credit card? So what happens with the Omni because it's already placed into, right. So what do?
You get a new credit card or you get a new phone or you want to change your credit card.
So that's the benefit of having the Omni account is that it allows you to manage your payment systems. So you can make that change whether you're getting a new card or just have a personal preference to change that at any point. And if you're using a phone and it's a matter of having the digital wallet set up, it would be no different than setting up your new device to the way you want it to be used for your personal preference.
Okay, Selena?
Okay, can we use our existing reduced fare Metro cards until when, specifically?
Rachel, feel free to chime in here, but I think that they can continue using it until MetroCard is phased out, no?
You can, or until your Metro card expires. So if you have a reduced fare Metro card, you know, and it's set to expire sometime next year, you'll either get a new Metro card or you'll get an Omni card before that expiration date. But I would say, you know, follow the expiration date on your reduced fare Metro card, just like you would today.
All right, Selena, one more question, and then we're going to take 3 more questions from the audience, and then I think we're going to have to close down that part of it. All right,
right. What if you don't have an active reduced fare card now? Can you still get reduced fare Omni?
Can you still get reduced fare Omni if you don't have a reduced fare card?
You would have to apply for reduced fare, and we would encourage everybody to do that. And if anybody here is interested, we could talk about it, or anybody who's on Zoom, if you just go to the MTA website, you can see how to apply for reduced fare right now if you wanted.
And if you have a problem with that, Selena's here obviously to help out with that. So there's people that can help out in the center with that. All right, 2 questions from here. Anything? Okay.
If I am, I'm the only person it happens to, but if you lose the battery, if you run out of battery on the phone, can you have a separate card to use?
Can you get a separate card to use in an emergency? Your phone runs out of juice, lose it, whatever.
I don't know.
We'll have to that's a good question. We don't have the answer to that.
I can take a stab at it. I mean, you can the same way that you can only have.
Rachel, can you also speak up a lot as you can when you answer?
I can try. I feel like I'm shouting in my office. So if somebody comes by and smacks me on the head, you'll know why. Okay. It's really the same as reduced fare Metro card today. So you can only have 1 reduced fare Metro card at a time. And if you leave that card at home that day or you lose it, you have to ask for a new one. So with Omni, if the benefit's on your phone, if it runs out of juice that day, you can have an Omni card as a backup. You can get one at the Duane Reade, wherever, and carry that for that backup. It won't have reduced fare though. But if you want to have a backup option, you can only carry the reduced fare on a single card or device, and that's so we can know that only one person's using it and that they're using the program fairly.
Okay, there's a gentleman here and I saw someone over there, and then we're gonna wind up. Okay, I'm pointing at you. You're so cute.
I have a reduced fare card, and I sign up for Omni as a backup just in case. If I can, right?
So if somebody wants to sign up for Omni as a backup, just in case, is that okay? We had answers in the back that said no, so were they correct?
That's an interesting question. We're moving to Omni. Everything will eventually be Omni. So what we're here today is to encourage you to sign up for Omni whenever you are so inclined to do so. I wouldn't go to Omni and then go backwards. That would get confusing, I think. Yeah.
Like if you want to make the commitment to Omni, you should
Make
the
it.
commitment. It's a relationship.
Yeah, exactly. Well said.
I have two that I can guess. If I do nothing, will I get both the fare card and my regular card next year? That can be used?
No, so
Someone hear that question?
it's two separate.
Can you repeat the question so that everyone?
The question is, if I'm hearing correctly, you have two cards, right? One is reduced fare, and then you have a regular Metro card for when you have guests. So one is full fare, one is reduced fare. If you do nothing, right, you will, and you are a reduced fare customer, and you do nothing today to switch to reduced fare Omni, eventually in the mail, you will receive your reduced fare Omni card. However, Omni as a payment system is live now on subways and buses. So if you wanted to, you could go and get a card, an Omni card, a physical Omni card, and load that up, and you can have that ready for guests, and it would be the full fare card. But you won't receive anything in the mail for full fare.
We're not going to mail everybody who has a Metro card. Yeah.
Yes, it will be, everything is tap and go function.
Okay, the question, I have a question since just became a reduced fare.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So you said eventually you will get the new card. What does eventually mean?
We don't have exact details on the timeline. We know the year, we know that it's 2023. Okay. It's something that as we learn more, we will be in touch. Like, we are the community affairs leg of the New York City Transit team. And that's our purpose for being here, to let you all know when that's ready to go live.
Okay, one more question here. No. I know that we have a lot of questions, but we'll be sitting here all day with questions. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, and I got about 11 online. So, well, you guys know that. I understand. We will take these last hands. That's it. If nobody else raised their hand, it's done after these guys. I see you. Let's get your question.
My question is, I have automatic counting. So if I transfer the reduced fare into Omni, the automatic payment, it will be a top-up will be going on the same with my account.
So will the automatic payments, if I have automatic payments now, will that continue?
Automatic top-up.
You would have to sign up for an Omni account, and then you could set up the same system.
Oh, so it won't happen automatically. Your questions, those questions in the back.
Okay, my Metro card is supposed to expire the end of January 2023. Should I just wait for them to renew me with the new Omni card?
Rachel, do you know the answer to that? She says that her card is expiring on January of next year. She's asking if she should reapply for reduced fare or just go straight to Omni.
So you should never have to reapply for reduced fare. If you're in the reduced fare program, we'll mail you a new, we'll continue doing what we do today, is we'll mail you a new reduced fare card when your card is close to expiration. So you should be getting a card pretty soon if you haven't already. You'll get a Metro card, right? Because we haven't sent out the Omni cards yet. If you decide to, to switch to Omni, then you'll be in Omni and you'll be ahead of the curve. But if not, you should get a new Metro card very soon, and then you'll get the Omni card later next year when they're ready. But we're not going to leave anybody without a card in the interim.
Thank you.
The physical Omni card, I understand, does it exist now for reduced fare? If I go to a real pharmacy, which is at one of the retailers that has an Omni where you can refill it according to the website, will that be also available to purchase a reduced fare Omni card now?
You cannot purchase a reduced fare Omni card at a pharmacy. You would have to apply for reduced fare. If you're not already a reduced fare customer, you would have to apply for reduced fare, and in the future you would get the Omni card, and that would be it.
So I have to, the reduced fare Omni card will not be available until next year.
Correct.
Right, and it will not be available at this point in any store that you go to.
Correct.
Okay. Your question? I'm curious about, on 86th Street, the city, you have the machines, well, how is that gonna work? Where you put, you have to contactless thing, you just walk on the bus, would you get the Metro card in and you get the
Can you explain a little bit more? I don't understand the question.
Can we do that question separately afterwards?
Okay.
That's very specific to the position. Last question. Okay. You said that we would automatically get an Omni card mail card to their card. I reduced their Metro card is my credit card and it gets replenished automatically. So how would I spend it down if it's constantly replenishing it?
Is this a question about Easy Pay and Easy Pay replenishing?
That's right. She was saying that her reduced fare card is connected to her credit card and it's constantly updated.
Yep. So if you have Easy Pay, which it sounds like you do, once you switch over to Omni, whether you do that now with a credit card or a phone or later with the Omni card, you can close your Easy Pay account. It'll stop those automatic reloads and refund any remaining balance in your account. And I can put the link in the chat where there's more information about that. Okay. But Easy Pay is actually good. We can refund the balance easily when you're all done with MetroCard, basically.
Okay, so Selena, 2 more questions, then we're going to end questions. But remember, these guys are saying some questions that came up with the one this lady back there just asked. We didn't get an answer for. We'll get those answers, and we will make sure to communicate that to folks. Selena got 2 questions. Make it good.
Are Omni cards going to eventually be phased out?
Omni cards. I hope they haven't started them.
Everything goes eventually.
Yes.
Eventually, the technology might improve, and we might move to another system, just as we evolved from the token to the Metro card to Omni. I can't predict the future, though.
Selena, I think that's going to be our last question.
I know. I'm ending it off. A lot of them are, you've already provided the answers to. That's why.
They're going to be here. If you want to sign up now, they will help you sign up. If we want to get answers to those questions, they can. If you have other questions, can you just for 1 second, guys? Hello. Quiet. Please. If you have other questions, the easiest way to send those questions is to send an email to info@rssny.org. That's our website. Again, if you have questions, right? So I'll move the
keep your card until we get rid of the Metro.
So if you want to start the
That's okay. But in 2024.
Can I leave this?
Okay. All right. For those who are online, thank you so much for participating. Again, there's we did have them say that you could contact Easy Pay. You could contact them directly for more questions. And again, you could contact us at info@RSSNY, and we'll try to get the answers for you. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. All right. Have a good day. Take care.
Thanks,
and if this is being recorded, we'll have that out as soon as possible. Thank you.